going on, guys? Today we're going to be rebuilding the 2010 to 2011 Minnesota Timberwolves. Let's get started. Here's a look at our roster as we got Kevin Love on the last year of his rookie deal, Michael Beasley, Luke Ridnour, Corey Brewer, Darko Milicic, Anthony Tolliver, and Sebastian Telfair. His team was not very talented as they were the worst team from 2010 to 2011 in real life. Let's see if we could fix that. We're not quite at the trade deadline, but I just wanted to take a moment to see the worst loss I think I've ever seen, as the Timberwolves lost 55 to 105. An insane game, terrible shooting, terrible everything. 27% shooting, no threes made, just wow. We are 12-30 as of right now, not looking hopeful. Gonna need a lot of trades at this trade deadline. We're back at the trade deadline as we're 16-36. Not very great. Obviously, probably the worst team, if not very, very close. Kevin Love's averaging 21-16. He's just going off. He's definitely going to be a part of our future. Michael Beasley, I don't know. He's averaging 21 right now. I don't know if I should trade him or what, but I think we will trade Michael Beasley just because once we get actually good players on, or he's hurt, I don't think I can trade him. Man, that sucks. That sucks. Maybe we could trade Luke Ridnour. We'll see. We'll see. I think we will be trading Luke Ridnour for an Atlanta Hawks first round pick 2012 unprotected and Zaza Pachulia. Can't get much worse than that. And I think we will also be looking to trade Mr. Darko Milicic, as he's averaging a nice little 9 and 7. Not a bad revamp to his career. As I will be trading Darko, this is more of a salary dump for us. The Thunder kind of need a center because they got their big three in KD, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook. They could use a guy like Darko. We'll get Royal Ivy and Mark Bradley for 2 small contracts, and we'll be trading Andre Watkins too. Just a little way to free up some salary cap during the offseason. Nothing too big. It's unfortunate that Malik's hurt and Corey Brewer. Maybe we would have looked to trade them, but as of now, that's all I'm going to be doing. And I'll see you guys at the end of the season. We're back at the end of the season as LeBron is your MVP, averaging 28, 8, and 9. Boogie winning Rookie of the Year. Manu winning 6th Man. Dwight DPOY. Paul Most Improved. And Coach of the Year is George Karl. As we do not have anybody. Actually, we got Kevin Love, 3rd team, averaging 20 and 14. Pretty damn good for Kevin Love. Pretty good. We were absolutely terrible this year as we were 24 and 58. Gotta be the worst, if not second worst or something. It just was terrible, terrible, terrible. As we are the 3rd worst team, I guess you could say. We should have a good shot to get the first pick, and if not the first pick, at least a top 5 pick would be good enough. We just need some sort of improvement, pretty much help everywhere. As the Heat take down the Thunder in 6 games, Juwan Howard, Jason Kidd, Kurt Thomas, Jerry Stackhouse, Theo Ratliff, Antonio McDyess retiring, and Jason Kidd makes it to the Hall of Fame. As we will let that pass because this is real life. Here's the draft lottery. We are here at pick number 7 as the Jazz will be getting pick number 7 as the Warriors will hop in to the top 4. As the Cavaliers will be getting pick number 6. And the Wizards will be getting pick number 5. Hopefully we get a top 3 at the very least. Raptors have the odds here, and it is going to be the Timberwolves. Unfortunate, but not terrible, I guess. We dropped down one spot from what we were expected as the Kings get the number 3rd overall pick. Raptors are going to get the 1st overall pick as the Warriors jump up and get the 2nd overall pick. Good for them. Unfortunate for us, but that's alright. Not terrible. We will be getting a new coach this year because last year was just terrible. It would be nice to get Greg Popovich, but I don't think that's realistic as I don't think he would be leaving the Spurs at this time. I think Mike D'Antoni wouldn't be terrible. I don't like his defensive rating though. Maybe Dalen Williams would be decent. Could give him an offer. Then maybe Rudy Tomjanovich. Pretty good coach there. Hopefully one of the two. Nice, we get Rudy. It's a good start for us. We're gonna look at Clay, Kyrie, Kawhi, Tobias Harris, I guess. Not Chad Allen. Jonas Valanciunas, Kemba. Where's Jimmy Bucket? Jimmy Butler, Reggie Jackson, maybe Vucevic, Tristan Thompson, Markieff. That's it. We'll see. We'll see who drops down. For the 1st overall pick, the Raptors are taking Kyrie Irving. No doubt about it, the best player in this draft by far. The Warriors will be selecting Jonas Valanciunas to pair up with Curry, and Kawhi goes to the Kings. That's unfortunate. I will not be trading this pick here as Klay Thompson is probably the best player here, easily. I was just going to look at the roster to make sure. Yeah, I have no problem in drafting Klay. Klay's easily great player, great addition to this team. As where will the other players go? Reggie Jackson to the Suns. Traded Steve Nash for him. Alec Burks to the Hornets and Dante Patton, 10th overall. We do have the 20th overall pick as well. Hopefully, Kemba's there. Kemba's definitely on the list unless Jimmy Butler's here, but I don't see him. Kemba's a pretty good player though. I'll take that actually. It's a pretty good draft, I would say. I want to see where they all went. Tobias Harris went 12th overall to the Nets. Vucevic to the Sixers. Bogdan to the Clippers. Butler to the Nets, the pick before us. But that's alright. Got Kemba and Klay, both 77 overalls. Great start. Malik Beasley, you're coming back. Neither of them are coming back. We'll extend Corey Brewer. He could be a good backup piece maybe. And with our roster right now, I'm pretty happy with that draft. We do kind of need a center, and we need all backups and stuff for every position pretty much. Like to release Patrick Strickland and maybe probably Jim Terry. Terrible contract. We have just under the amount of money to give out a max right now, which is alright. We don't need to be giving out a max. It would be nice to pair up a big man. Marc Gasol is pretty decent, but I don't know if I want to fork out that much cash to him, as I think Marc Gasol would be a good addition, but I don't know if we should wait for next year. I don't think there's anything wrong in offering the best offer we could give for Melo here. Nothing wrong. If he doesn't accept, maybe we could offer Al Horford as well. And then maybe even Joakim Noah. Give him a pretty good deal too. As it looks like we will be getting none of them, but that's okay, I guess. I also think we're going to renounce Corey Brewer here, as $7 million would allow us to sign someone. But we do have a little extra money here, and I think Marc Gasol is a decent enough center. I think he could do some damage for us, hopefully. and I think it would just be a good addition. He's a good team player, good all around. Yeah, Corey Brewer is just not going to work out on this team, and that's okay. Let's see, what else? So we need a backup, point guard, shooting guard, small forward. Maybe we could get Mario Chalmers. Nah. Think we could get Luther Head. Decent deal. Actually, yeah. Ish Smith is younger anyways. I think we'll get Ish. And then for shooting guard, we could look at Mr. OJ Mayo, maybe? Unless we wanted to go for T-Mac. T-Mac's pretty old, though. I don't think he would want to come to one of the worst teams. I think OJ Mayo is a decent backup. And then Peja Stojakovic is always a great shooter. So I think he's a good deal, too. Hopefully we could get our point guard, Ish Smith, decent, as we'll have Kemba and Ish, OJ Mayo and Clay, Malik Beasley and Peja, Kevin Love, Anthony Tolliver, and Marc Gasol and Zaza Pachulia. That's a pretty good start, I would say, as Kevin Love's up to an 88, Marc Gasol up to an 85. Great sign. Peja went down, though. Ish Smith went up. It evens out. Pretty happy with our roster right now. Maybe we could sneak into the 8th seed or something. We'll have to see. Here's a rotation to start the season, as Kemba will be starting at the 1, getting 27 minutes. Clay at the 2 with 29. Malik Beasley, 28 at the 3. Kevin Love getting 34 at the 4. And Marc Gasol getting 32 at the 5. I like our big men. Both could get a lot of rebounds. Pretty good duo right there. OJ Mayo will be getting 26 off the bench. Zaza 20. Peja 18. Ish Smith 15. And 11 for Anthony Tolliver. See what kind of system we'll be running, as he wants to run a pace and space, but I don't agree with that one. I think balanced is the best one by far, and that's what we're going to run for now. See you guys at the trade deadline. We're back at the trade deadline, as we're 24 and 28. Not terrible. We are right there, as we are the 8th seed, and our season stats look like this, as Kevin Love is only averaging 14, Clay's averaging 13, Malik Beasley 13, Kemba 12, OJ Mayo 10, and Marc Gasol 10. A lot more balanced out than last year. You know, it's causing us to be decent team. I want to say we're great or anything. We are number 13 in scoring, and we're number 21 in points allowed. So it's not terrible. I don't think I'm gonna make any trades to like mortgage the future or anything right now, as we do have that Hawks pick as well. Hopefully they're doing bad, as we're looking at the 3rd overall pick right now, which is pretty good for us. And then the 8th overall pick from the Jazz. And then we also have our own pick, which is looking like number, probably Timberwolves 12, which is at the Clippers right now. Either way, it looks like we got some good potential. Maybe we make the playoffs and we get 2 top picks. Sounds like a good deal to me. We'll have to wait and see. And we're back at the end of the season, as we finished 40 and 42. Derrick Rose is your MVP. Kawhi Rookie of the Year. Jordan Farmer 6th Man. Josh Smith DPOY Most Improved. Danilo Gallinari. And Scott Brooks Coach of the Year. I highly doubt we had any All-NBA players. Maybe an All-Rookie or All defense. Possible, I guess, but no, it looks like we did not. Actually, Clay and Kemba both made second team, which is decent. Good for us, as we are not in the playoffs. We were just barely out by 2 games. Not a terrible start. A decent little boost from last year. As I assume next year we will be making big strides. As the Thunder win the chip this year. Steve Nash retired. I'll bring him back for one more season. He seems good enough. Hall of Fame is Shaq. Grant Hill's getting his number retired, and so is Shaq. And no league changes here. As we're here at the draft lottery, the Hawks have the 4th best odds, and the Jazz have the 8th, and we have both their picks. I know the Hawks is unprotected. I'm unsure about the Jazz's. Hopefully we get both of them, and then maybe if we do, we could make a big trade, as Minnesota gets our pick at number 13. Not a bad way to start. Number 11, the Cavs got the best odds, and the Cavs get it. Number 10 is the Bobcats, as the Bobcats get it at number 10. Then the Grizzlies at number 9, as they will be getting the number 9 overall pick. And here's our 8th pick. Let's see if we will be staying here, as the Lakers have switched spots, which means we've moved into the top 3. Hopefully that is not top 3 protected, as the Hornets will be staying at number 7. The Suns at number 6, as we will be getting the 6th overall pick from the Atlanta Hawks. Which is okay, I guess, because our other one hopped up, as the Rockets have landed at number 5. Raptors have the 4th best odds, and they stay at 4. Then this is where our pick could land. Hopefully we get higher, as we only get the 3rd overall pick. So guess we technically kind of went up 2 overall spots, because we were supposed to get the 8th and the 3rd overall pick. That's okay. I think we could definitely make a trade for 1st overall pick with these 2 picks right here. That would be pretty good. We can move Kevin Love to small forward, maybe trade Malik Beasley. Then we would have AD at power forward. That would be a pretty darn good team if you ask me. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna end up doing. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't, as we do have 2 top 6 picks. Just check around, see if we could get anything. Number 2 overall pick in Rodney Stuckey. That's not a bad offer, actually, but I'm okay. I want that number 1 overall pick from the Suns. So here's going to be our trade offer. Our 2 first-round picks for a 1st overall and an unprotected Suns pick. We'll take the unprotected out. We're going to be getting this pick pretty much no matter what. I can't see denying an offer if I added... Tolliver's, can't add him. Could add Kemba, Gasol, no. Guess we could add Zaza. And they accept. Perfect. As we are obviously going to be taking Mr. Anthony Davis 1st overall here. An absolute beast and a force of nature here. As the Suns select Terrence Jones with their 3rd pick. Draymond Green gets there, Andre Drummond, and Bradley Beal with the 2nd pick. Good for them. And with our 2nd round pick, I guess we could take Tyler Zellers. Maybe he'll be high enough overall to keep, as he's a 69. I will not, but we got AD, so that's all that matters. It's a good trade for us. Also kind of dump some salary with that, but we will have to sign Kevin Love. Maybe we extend Michael Beasley. I don't know how I want to do this. So with AD, he's on a lower contract. Marcus Gasol is going to get 13. Kevin Love's probably going to get a max. I feel like we could get someone better for Michael Beasley, even if we don't trade him. Like, I just feel like we could sign someone. Yep, as Derrick Rose is restricted, so I'm not going to go after him, obviously. But I do see Chris Paul, who, from my memory, is pretty damn good player. Got the White, but we don't need any more big men. I think Chris Paul is pretty damn good, so I think we could stick with him, and I'd be more than happy. Oh, come on. Unless we... Okay, so maybe that's not gonna work. Okay. So obviously we need... How much cap room? We got like 95. Where is Kevin Love? We obviously want Kevin back, no doubt about it. Then let's see if we could free up some cap space, as Marcus Gasol's our biggest contract. Clay. Maybe we could get rid of Mark. This is an obvious salary dump. We're going to be trading 86th overall Marcus Gasol for Tobias Harris and Anthony Morrow. Getting a $7 million back in cap space, which should be enough to sign Chris Paul. And oh, Chris Paul doesn't want to sign with us. No. That is worst case scenario. Unless we just match Michael Beasley, I guess. Okay, so here's our roster. Kind of deconstructed it right there, unfortunately. But I guess we could just make AD a center. Right, yeah, AD the center. And then... yeah, that sucks. That was just a bad trade by me. I thought I could get him again, but just couldn't. But I guess it gives us some depth in Tobias Harris and Anthony Morrow as well. Yeah, and then maybe we could trade one of them for a different piece to get a backup somewhere. Hopefully Morrow could fetch us something nice. As I think we will trade Anthony Morrow and a first round lottery protected pick for Sidney Farmer and JJ Barea. Then we will also get a power forward. Maurice Spitz is pretty good. Then we kind of need a center as well. Then I think that would be pretty much it for us. JaVale McGee, if I could get him on a 1-year deal, I would be happy with. It's fine. We need a different power forward, though. Maybe a center that could slot in. Marcus Camby's alright, but he's 36. Guess we could get Earl Jenkins. Slot in at the power forward position. That should be our roster. Obviously, that Marcus Gasol trade was a big mistake on our part. I really thought I could get CP back, but I guess not, as he is in 84. He kind of regressed, so I don't know. It's alright. Mistakes are in the past anyways. Kevin Love's up to an 89, AD's an 84, Klay Thompson's 81, 81 for Malik, 80 for Kemba, 80 for JaVale, 79 for OJ Mayo, 79 for Tobias Harris, 78 for JJ Barea. It's a good start. I'm happy with the team, definitely a playoff team. And we'll have to see from here. We're back at the trade deadline, as we're absolutely dominating right now, 36-17. We started off the season terribly at like 2-3-9 or something. It was just not looking good. But right now we're 36 and 17. We're the 4th seed because it's by division as of now. And I mean, we're behind the Thunder, but we're basically the second best team in the entire league. So I'm pretty happy with that. We're cruising right now. I don't really want to make any changes as this team's pretty young, pretty good. They're all scoring, they're all doing their part. There's nothing wrong with that, and I'm happy. Happy with the team and how they're doing. Anthony Davis is doing decent, 15 and 8. Kevin Love with 14 and 13. Not bad. They're just all playing well. It's good basketball. So, see you guys at the end of the season. We're back at the end of the season as Russell Westbrook is your MVP. Rookie of the Year, Anthony Davis, doing great. 15, 9, 2, a steal, and a block. 2 blocks a game. Pretty good. Bradley Beal, 6th man, averaging 17. He was pretty good. DPOY goes to Dwight. Kind of surprising, but I guess so. Most improved, Isaiah Thomas and Scott Brooks, Coach of the Year. Probably ended up as the 4th seed as we had like 58 wins. Pretty good season. It just wasn't good enough to beat them, I guess. Anthony Davis making All-NBA 3rd team. Yep, 55 and 27 as we were like the 2nd, 3rd best team in our conference and stuff, but the Visions kind of messed that up as we will be facing Darren Williams, Tyreke Evans, Kawhi Leonard, Omri Caspi, and DeMarcus Cousins. That's a pretty good team, I'm not going to lie. But our team's pretty good too. A little scared right now as they are kind of cooking us as they're up 3-0. Wouldn't be surprised if we got swept here. This team is pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised if they went on and won like the conference finals or something. But we come back and we win game 4. At least we didn't get swept. Hopefully we could at least win a couple games. Gotta start somewhere as we win game 5 as well. Hopefully game 6 we could. If we win game 6, anything could happen as we would be at home for game 7 as we did win game 6 and we tied it up. Game 7 is at home. We have been doing pretty well against them lately, and it's looking pretty good. Oh, wow. We came back down 3-0. That's pretty impressive. Hopefully, they won't be too tired to face Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Kevin Durant, AK-47, and Serge Ibaka. Sheesh. What a good team. They did all that work. Hopefully they have a little more in the tank to put up some numbers against them because they're going to need a ton of help. 3 MVPs. Just absolute dominance from the Thunder. They won the chip last season as well, so they're going for back-to-back. We need this game here as it is too close as we win it. Nice. Thunder, we're at home now. They are taking it with a vengeance. They are not happy that we won that last game. Not surprised, to be honest. We're at home again. We gotta win this game. This is pretty much deciding factor right here. It's a close one, but we will pull it out. 2-2 series here as we're going for the 3-2. As we could not score at the end of the last quarter, I guess. As they will take a 3-2 lead. We really would like to win this series because getting past the Thunder anytime so hard. If we could just win this game, anything could happen. Game 7. Obviously, this is a very close one and we pull it out. Come on, guys. Lock in. One more game 7 here. If we could win this, would be a giant moment. As everyone knows, the Thunder are almost unstoppable As we do it, we win another Game 7. Just to go and face Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, and Tim Duncan. Absolute dynasty. They are at the end of their peaks, I would say, but would not take them lightly, especially after we've had such a long road to get here. I bet our players are very tired, as it would be wonderful if we won here. 3-0 series lead, and we are going to the finals, baby. And the Cavs win. That is great. The Cavs are... How the hell did they get here? Because I was going to be so scared to play the Bulls, but somehow the Cavs won with Dante Green, Daniel Gibson, Roy Hibbert, Anthony Morrow. How's he doing? 9 points a game. JJ Hickson and Jonathan Craig. What the heck? If we lose here, I would be absolutely so disappointed. It would be like the worst news ever, as we will go in and watch the championship celebration once they win. They truly deserve it here. The Timberwolves have pulled this off. I don't know how they did it. Down 3-0. Oh, I forgot to hop in. Down 3-0. But they have done it. Anthony Davis is your finals MVP. What a run. From going to Game 7, down 3-0, first round against the Kings, to coming back, beating the Thunder, Game 7 again, and then we sweep the Spurs and sweep the Cavs. An absolutely beautiful run here. That's just a perfect team. Great team. Very proud of them. I'll see you guys in the next one.